Hello. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Okay. Hey, 1619. Hi, Little Eagle. Hi, Kristen. Sharon. Hello. Hey, YT Mama. Hi, Patty. Hi, LLC. Hi. Hi, Glenda. Hi, Green Eyes Bunny. How are we doing tonight? Hi, Kristen. Yeah, it's very, very right to be angry. Hi, Krusty. I'm doing all right. I'm feeling all right. It's crazy. A lot of Minnesotians. Hi, Bree. Are you guys having an okay weekend? Eating good and getting fit at brunch? Getting lit. Okay. Understood. Any accountability in terms of what? What kind of accountability would you like to see? Very true, Kristen. But all the bad stuff there is still good, right? Yeah, they're still good. Of course. Of course. They're still good. Of course there are. What books do I enjoy reading that aren't self-help or clinical? Man, I wish I read books that aren't self-help. Um, I'm not an avid reader, honestly, of books. I could tell you books that I've read that I enjoyed. I like The Alchemist, The Bluest Eye, books that like stood out to me. The Color Purple, I read. And it's not that I don't like to read. I quite enjoy it because when I do pick up a book, I've read a lot of books, but when I do pick up a book, I get into it. But honestly, I haven't really been reading. If outside of the clinical, thank you for being here, Rachel. Hmm. Yeah, same, Kristen. Even things I watch, I go, no, it's happening now. A card read for this week coming. All right, how many people are in here? 43. Like the video, if you have not. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Moya. I hear you, Green Eyes Bunny. Yeah, sure, he's protected. Hello, your heart's desires. I saw your comment. What are we talking about? It could be anything. Energy feels heavy in the chat. I feel very heavy. Feel kind of bogged down by it. Thank you, Misty. Thank you, Misty. Oh, me too, Amberg. I love Korean shows. And movies. Hi, Lucas. Nice 1619. Debbie, are you working now? You don't like that place, right? Yeah, you're probably gonna get the job. Hi, Julie. Thank you, Debbie. K-trauma. Like, seriously, they don't care. Yes, K-trauma is right. Hi, Growing in Light. Yeah, you want to leave there. You're gonna get the job, Debbie. Someone asked me about their week. Who was that? Yeah. It's toxic there, Debbie. My friend got me into it by joining a Discord. I came in. Queen of Tears. Good one. Queen of Tears is a good one. Okay. Little Eagle Woman. You got the star, Debbie. I mean, you got the sun. You had the Seven of Swords walking out of a toxic situation and the sun at the end. Do I ever do past life readings? I'm not super skilled at it, but yeah, I do.
I'm still applying for a position within my company, and I know it might be a company. It might be a company problem. 1619. Mm-hmm. Hi, Blame Girl. I saw your question. I'm just scrolling up, guys. I'm trying to catch up. Can I hope you are? I am. I'm doing much better. Hi, Aisha. Welcome. Yeah, you might have to look out 1619 outside of work. Most definitely. Don't be afraid. You might be scared too. Don't be scared. Most definitely, you have to. Okay. You cover the spectrum. Vincenzo's a good Korean drama, Emberg. There's so many that I could name off. Did you hear they cut all
Yeah, I did hear that. Minnesota should just not pay their federal taxes. I mean, you don't want it to be a tit for tat, but this is where we are, you know? It's really, it's for entertainment purposes only, but it's really, I don't know. It's frightening. Yes, tell me what you see is so good too. Dr. Cha is good too. I think it's called Cha Cha. Could be wrong. Sky Castle's a good one. The Glory's a good one. Thank you, Misty. Hi, teacher. Sky Castle. Yes, Hometown Cha Cha Cha. Yep, that one. Thank you, one teacher. The week ahead, someone asked. Let's see. These cards keep the same cards keep on coming out. Do you see what ice caught being caught? And hi Jojo. Do I see any ice cups being caught in? All right, I'll answer that in a second. Got cards jumping out. Wow. 2 major cards so far. Week ahead. We're going to look at the week ahead real quick. You're a little stressed? Low-fat yogurt is your go-to? The energy is very heavy. It is. Like the video, guys. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Strength. 7 of Wands. Week ahead. 10 of Wands. 8 of Swords. Nine of Cups. Okay. Wheel of Fortune and Strength is the two major cards, two most prominent energy. Sugar snaps. Two most prominent energies because they are. Let me fix this camera. Really low. Okay. Because they are the major cards. Wheel of Fortune and Strength. It feels like a mixed bag in the upcoming week. With the Wheel of Fortune is a good card. We want that energy. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is about your luck turning or changing. And looking at the other cards, it doesn't necessarily seem for the better. There's a lot of endings this upcoming week. And with the Strength card, it's about resilience. It's about whatever the energy of the universe throws at you, whatever barriers are thrown your way, you know, you'll be able to deal with that collectively. And it really encourages you to not try to force things, or because the next card is the Seven of Wands. I feel really weighed down right now. Hi, here we go. I'm doing a week ahead. Very true. Endings make room for better learning. It feels like an input of protection with these three cards. The wheel turning with Strength in the middle and the Seven of Wands on the other side. Seven of Wands is about standing your ground. It's also about protection. It's about getting your voice back, you know, where it might have been otherwise stolen or something taken from you, or you have to protect yourself, or, you know, that's the collective energy going into the week. And with the Wheel of Fortune and the Strength card is very powerful, very strong energy. And with Strength, as things coming to you, you don't have to really force it. The universe is sort of setting something up for you. Okay, so possible luck changing, the wheel turning in our favor. You know, collectively, energy is very heavy right now. In the middle of the week, you have the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Swords. This is what we are, the energy we're trying to battle through with these three cards in the beginning here. The Ten of Wands is a burdensome, but it's a 10, so it's like you're at the end of these burdens that you could put down. Yeah, let it unfold. That's right, Julie. I'm very impatient. We're all impatient. We all, you know, people want answers and solutions. I'm looking for change. Um, Ten of Wands, you know, it's a card of burdens. Things are heavy, and this is the energy we're continue to fight through. I shouldn't say fight through, move through, because the Strength card is there. You don't fight with strength. You move through it. You know, you use your resources to get through to the other side. Eight of Swords. You know, more energy we have to fight through this feeling of trapped, feeling worried and anxious, feeling like you can't progress forward or expand, or you don't have clarity, you can't see. Those are the things, confusion, those are things that mental restriction. Okay, but you end with the Nine of Cups, which is pretty cool. Whatever hard work is being put in energetically, it pays off. And we may be able to breathe by the end of this upcoming week. You know, not go back to sleep, but sit on our laurels and breathe. Maybe a sigh of relief. Eight of Cups is, card that follows. So, card of healing and forward movement emotionally. So, upcoming week doesn't look bad. It's a very stressful time. You're welcome. Like the video if you haven't, please. What are we talking about next? It's all right. Hello, Big Critic, or Peg. Hello, Peg. Will you channel Edgar for his perspective on the rest of January? Positive changes begin. You want to know about some of my past lives? Sure. Yeah, the Olympics are still going here. Will I channel Edgar? I need to get some energy for that. To be completely honest, January feels like one of those months where a lot of shocking things happen. It feels like it's one of those months where shocking things happen, but then there's a resolution to it, a solution to it. You know? Hello, Frank. It January, it really feels like problems and then solutions. And Edgar is saying, he's nodding his head. He's saying things will be resolved. He said things will be resolved shortly, but it's a temporary fix to get through to the next pathway. That's what he said. Some of my past lives. Oh, the Olympics. I skipped over that one. I do see the Olympics still happening. Yeah, it'll still happen here. It will still happen. So the Olympics still happen in the United States. Page of Swords, Five of Swords, Ace of Wands, the Tower, the Emperor, Queen of Wands, Four of Wands. Yeah, it'll still happen. It will still happen. Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't see that. All right. Any messages for me in your cards, Kim? I don't look into the Akashic records, unfortunately. I don't know how to do that. There, you can look into them now. I mean, that's not true that I don't know how, but I don't know how. Because they're not just available to, they're available to everyone. From my understanding, from Edgar's understanding. And also thank you. But any messages for you I can give to you. Here we go. My birthday is on Monday. Oh, I got a bunch of cards coming out. Here we go. All right. Your message. We have the Devil, 4 Cups, 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands, Strength, Three of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. You have 3 of Pentacles, the Hermit, and do not give in to things that are harmful for you, whether it's a relationship that you're trying to stay with. I feel like that's what it is. I could be wrong. Here we go. People that aren't good for you, either friendship, romantic, or familial relationship. Hi, Luke. You know, don't give in to that. The Devil and the 4 Cups. Or even if it's not a relationship, maybe the way you think, or something that is a pattern that is not good for you. Something that could make you be susceptible to it or give into it or have apathy towards it. So, you know. Are you there? Here we go. Am I going in the right direction so far? Think of, you know, don't fall to apathy because it's telling you negative things or because a person is, you know. You have the 6 of Wands. Lean on other support, people who uplift you instead of hold you back. Or if it's not a person, if it's like your own thoughts, lean on people who can support you and uplift you and help you feel good. Thank you, Inberg. I'm always willing to learn. Seven of Wands. Finding your voice. Speaking up, you know, for yourself. Defending yourself. Putting in boundaries around this energy around you. And strength. Okay. Strength is about resilience, using your inner and outer resources to get the things you want to come to you without forcing it. Yes, I've been evaluating family relationships. Yeah, thinking I should forgive. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the direction you need to go into right now. This person, or people, or whomever, they're not good for you. You can forgive them without having a conversation with without even talking to them. Forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. You could, you know, and it's a process. And if you don't truly, like, these people or person is not good for you, they're harmful. The Devil is very harmful energy. It's a major card too. Yeah, so hi 19 Aquarius. So you have to stand your ground. You have to keep your boundaries in place. And if you feel the need to forgive, forgiveness is a process. And it doesn't mean, one, it doesn't mean it's okay what they did to you. And two, it simply means you're letting the effect of it go. It's, this is you thinking about them. The Four of Cups is a very contemplative, but it's also a feeling of apathy, of like giving in sometimes. And the message that you need to hear is not to do that. If you want to forgive them, you say, I forgive you to you out loud. You don't even have to say it to them. And you let it go. But don't, if you know in your heart that you want to stand your ground, that you want to keep to your boundaries, that you don't want to engage with these people anymore, then don't, is the message. Trust yourself. Stay strong. Three of Pentacles, expand and grow. When you do that, you'll be able to expand and grow in the way that you want, and progress the way that you dream. Don't go backwards. Okay, here we go. That's my favorite deck, 1619. Thank you, Lucas. I appreciate you as well. I appreciate all of you. That was your message. Here we go. You're very welcome. Will anything happen on your birthday? Debbie, probably. I don't think so. Someone asked about my past lives. I could shuffle and talk about the ones I am aware of. I'm pretty sure one of my past lives I was in World War II, and I'm pretty sure I was a Jewish person. I feel very drawn to World War II. I know a lot of things about World War II. I feel extremely drawn to the Jewish faith, Jewish religion. The language, Yiddish, is very, like, when I hear it, I'm like, oh my God. So I love hearing it. I'm pretty positive that was one of my past lives. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me just pull this card real quick. Debbie, you have too much worry for your birthday. It'll be fine. You got a lot of worry. You gotta let that go. The Moon, Ace of Swords, Nine of Swords, and Nine of Pentacles. Stop worrying, Debbie. I know easier said than done, but Moon is about uncertainty. But you gotta trust your intuition with the Moon. You gotta feel the energy. You have like really strong energy. You could read a room, you could read the day, you could, you know. The Ace of Swords is next to you. You have this idea like you don't know, like you don't have any clarity on even like the smallest thing, because maybe things have happened that you didn't notice, or things happen out of nowhere. But the Nine of Pentacles is here. Stability, security, expansion, growth for the long term. It'll be okay on your birthday. Very true, Frank. You're welcome, Debbie. I'm going to pin your comment, Frank. Oh yeah, past lives. That's what I was talking about. Past lives. I'm going to. So I'm pretty sure one of my past lives I was an enslaved person. I mean, I'm a Black American, but I was on a Portuguese slave ship. Whenever I hear the language, it hurts. Something happens emotionally, mentally. Like I hate hearing Portuguese, and I always said that's because I was probably on a slave ship. So whenever I hear the language, it's a visceral reaction that goes beyond, normal. Like it just sounds gross to me when I hear the language. I don't dislike Portuguese people or the person who's necessarily speaking it. I've had friends who speak Portuguese, but when I hear it, I immediately want to shut my ears. So I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's both interesting and sad. Yeah. Yep. Very sad. So what do you guys think we're going to get, a fix or a change? Will things change? Very true, Frank. Okay, change. I always say I expect the unexpected. I think a fix first, then change. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You need radical change, but we might get a band-aid. Yeah, that's giggly, Aaron. Hi. Something has to give, but what will give? Yeah, I don't know either. Like I said, I don't know what happens in the middle. I'm not shown that. I just see the other side. Change. It's right, teacher. If we get to fix it, won't be enough. I think, I think, you're waiting for results. Good luck. Yes. I think, like yesterday, I said yesterday, America right now is very naked. And I think America is being exposed in a way it did not expect to be exposed. Very exposed to what they really are underneath underneath the things that they have been protected from. That America is not as a lot of savagery here that they try to hide behind decency, and now it's just being, you know, exposed. Sorry to hear that, Giggly. The facade is, yeah, the facade is, you have pinpoints of moments where change seems to be activated and then it goes back. But I think things are so off the rails. Like if it seems like Congress, there's some bipartisan work happening in terms of pulling back the reins, you know? If they didn't, if they're not attempting to, we would be in a war. We would be out of NATO. Like there'd be a lot of, we would be in a bad place. So that's what I mean, like shocking things happening and then resolutions coming. We would quite possibly be at war with people if Congress continued to just like, if the Republicans continue to bury their head in the sand. But they still push this administration, these behaviors that they are engaging in, that they want the ultimate power. And because they know it's hard to implement these things in these states that are opposing them, that are Democratic run, they make threats or they withhold money. And like California, for example, they pay all billions of dollars. They could withhold that money if they so chose to. So that's when things would get crazy. New York could withhold their federal tax money that the citizens of the United States pay into. Do I think what's inevitable, Kristen? You'll be fine, Debbie. The results will be good. Where to put where to I don't see I honestly don't. The energy is so unpredictable. I don't know. I don't see a war necessarily. I think it's very difficult to say. However, I think if the if there continues to be if Republicans continue to work with their colleagues to pull back the reins on this person because they don't want I don't think they thought it would get this far. Like because they had no idea who they're dealing with. So now they're like, uh-oh. Threatening a developing country is one thing, like Venezuela. That they don't care about that. They do, but they don't. But threatening Greenland, that's a problem. If you go on ahead over there and threaten um, Nigeria, they don't care. Who cares? If you turn around and threaten France, that's a problem. You know what I mean? So, um, if you threaten Canada, you got an issue on your hands. So they want to pull back. You can't go too crazy. You could go crazy on a developing nation or what they call a third world country using their, paraphrasing. I don't think it will. Let's see. I don't. Whoop, card jumped out. Knight of Cups. I don't think it will get to that. If y'all need to watch my video from yesterday, um, it looks like will they turn on him? They would rather quit their jobs. I don't know what he has over them, because but they're definitely doing things behind his back. I wouldn't use the phrase, look, three of pentacles in reverse. I wouldn't use the phrase turn on him, but I guess you can use that phrase. They're definitely collaborating behind him. They're not cooperating with him. That's why three of pentacles is in reverse. You have all secrets coming out. You have the Knight of Cups. Look. To the question of, well, are they turning their backs on him, the Republicans? Then you have the High Priestess, right? The secrets. They are keeping secrets from him. It's a mystery. They're not. He doesn't communicate with them unless he wants them to do something. For the most part, he just subverts their power. Is subverting the right word? I don't know. I think so. Like he goes around them and just does what he wants. They don't know what. When I tell you, they have no idea what is happening. They find out when we find out. Two of Pentacles, reprioritizing. Things are overwhelming and they have to figure out how to reprioritize their responsibility. Doing it secretly. Three of Cups. You have the Three of Cups upright and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know if he'll make it to November. Death. The end of collaboration. From chaos to calm is what they're looking for. Things are too, chaotic. Like 31 of them are not seeking re-election, which is kind of like a punk move, You don't want to. You'd rather quit than be, in the Hermit. Betrayal, corruption. Roguery. So they're working against him in secret. That's part of what the Hermit means. It's not the full meaning of the Hermit. So the answer is yes. Thank you, Enberg. I don't know if you answered. Yes, rest in peace. Hello, Candy. I don't know if you come to I would, Misty, but I don't feel comfortable. I'd rather let the people who have passed on soon just let them. I don't like to jump right into that energy. Yeah, they're punks. I wouldn't glaze them up too much for doing their jobs. Do your job. I'm not going to say, oh, do what you're supposed to do. You should have been doing a long time ago. Maybe the fix is total destruction. A lot of them are leaving a cushy position, and they don't. They only lasted 2. I don't even know where we are. They only last 2 years. They couldn't even get through his 4 years. I hope JD becomes president. I hope he does. I hope he does. Mhm. Yeah. He's right on time for that moment for him. He's right on time. Mhm. Yes, ma'am. Yep. I would glaze them. I would glaze them. They wouldn't even know because I will be so relentless that when I start glazing them up, they wouldn't even know what to do. They'd be like, who is this person? You gotta make. I was about. I shouldn't say that, but I know what it's like to be in those spaces. You gotta be like cutthroat, not mean or cruel. You have to like make them know they can't cross you, or you know, you gotta make them walk on eggshells so that when you glaze them up, they're like, oh. And I realize that sounds, but these people, no, I know those kind of people. I've worked with those kind of people, being in the system myself. So, I'm not going to reward poor behavior. I'm going to call it out and question you. And if you do something that seems like you are supposed to do, I might glaze you up. I wouldn't take them to breakfast. Nah, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't want to see them. I wouldn't engage with them outside of my job. I might just give them a thank you. I like your shirt or your tie is nice. I might hit them with that. What happened with the Philadelphia police? Oh yeah, she was amazing. She was. He doesn't have any self-worth. Mm. Jasmine winning the Senate race is too soon to tell. She has a good chance. Y'all gotta really rally around her. You gotta really donate to her campaign. She has a YouTube channel. She really gives an inside look. It's Jasmine Crockett. She really gives a she really gives an inside look into what's happening in the House of Representatives. Some of the things she talks about, I'm like, wow. Like Republicans don't want to work. They be at home. She don't be talking about, but Mike Johnson is. But anyway, let's see. It feels too early to tell. She has, excuse me. She she's going far. When I read her energy, she has her own gifts herself, and she's going up. She's rising. It's gonna be difficult for her because a lot of people, they, it's Texas, one, and two. There's a lot of racist people. I don't know, when they see black women like her, something happens to their brains. It's uncertain. It's too soon to tell. Look, you got Five of Pentacles, not good. A lot of isolative energy. Knight of Wands. The energy goes up. Ace of Cups as you go through the process. Ten of Wands. Two of Cups. And the Moon. There's some uncertainty surrounding. Y'all going, and you do, those of you in Texas, everybody donate to her campaign, if you can. She's going to need it. But, we have the Sun. It's too soon to tell. The Sun is here, though, after the Moon. Chances are good for her. I will say that. I can't be like a definitive yes, but it will take the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. It'll take a lot of work to get her there. But chances are good. If she's not out of the, people say oh, she's black, she's not going to win, or she's too defined. I don't know if you guys heard that, but people will rally around her. People really appreciate her, and she'll do work. Actually, want to get work done. So she's ambitious. She has a really good chance of winning. What does too defined mean? It means too loud, too intelligent, too assertive. Didn't talk about her, doesn't know anything about her platform or the work that she's done. Too defined. And then they said about Kamala that she wasn't defined enough. So what is it? What do you want? What more do you want? I like that guy, James Tallarico's energy. They both have a good chance. I like him too. He has good energy. Um, she's more definitive. It's a compliment. But he didn't mean it in that way. He was being racist without realizing it. That was the perfect example of racism. Or Jack Smith would be a good one too. Either one of those two, I would choose them. I would be very petty. I would be very petty. They sure did. Now, everything she said in that debate that he was going to do, he has done. I'm sorry, all good. People don't want to listen. hmm So how many people are watching? I didn't realize. I got to say, seeing Kamala and Letitia after the ball drop. Oh yeah, where were they? They were in New York. I didn't watch the. I did see the ball drop, but I wasn't really watching like that. You glaze them up all the time. Here we go. I haven't seen a good New Year's. Oh, I didn't know Kamala was the one to swear him in too. She was there. Y'all want to see if the Senate will pass the healthcare subsidies? All right, let's see. Yeah, I didn't see her. I don't think she was there. I think I was just reading two different conversations. He might not, you know, he's a bitch. He's a bitch like that. He's so tiring, Donald Trump. He's not even a threat. He's just tiring. Just like, he's just tired. He's just an old man who just gets glazed up by everybody, and he just does what they want him to do. He don't even really believe in what he don't stand for nothing but dollar bills and feeling powerful. And they know that he's just a useful dummy. It's just tired. You're just tired. And honestly, I would just withhold my. If I was a governor, I would. You gotta get down in the dirt at this point. I would just withhold money. I'm not. We're not gonna send our federal dollars to you. To you, and I feel like that's what's going to happen. $80 billion from California, so the other states can have roads and hospitals. That's where the government gets the money from. They take care of states like Virginia and not Virginia, states like Mississippi and let's see, how's everything upside down? Oh, the tower. We have Pentacles, Three of Ace of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Star. It's a big risk. It's shock, but they might do it. Hey Shay. The tower. Oh, let me show you the cards. I'm just sitting here not showing anything. Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups. Somebody got some conscious. They got a conscious, I guess. The Star. Death. The Tower. the shocking thing. It doesn't feel negative. Knight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Three of Cups again. They very well may do it, the Senate. They very well may pass it. It is. I don't read on his health anymore because nothing changes. He's still, dragging that leg. So, if he makes it to November, I'll be shocked. That will be confirmation for me that this man has more clones. Yeah. I'm telling you, he's still eating McDonald's. Donald Trump's energy doesn't bother me for some reason. He doesn't even, I don't know. He doesn't, there's nothing there. His energy doesn't bother me because it's just like a delusional sort of energy. Um, yes, I do celeb readings. I just don't upload videos about them anymore. Why? Who you want to know about? That was weird. Can y'all hear and see me? My page almost crashed. Okay. Clarence Thomas? No, he's not in the files. What are your dreams? Oh shoot, I just dropped a bunch of cards. I'm not sure if they'll change the DNC head. I don't see that. Now, I'm not going to tell you to quit your job. But I could tell you, hold on. I can't tell you whether or not to quit your job, but I can tell you if this will be successful. Okay? Give me a second. Do you think about leaving here, Green Eyes Bunny? I feel like you don't you want to move out the country. I could be wrong. That's the first thing I felt when you talked about quitting your job. It's like no happy medium. It's like I turn the heat off, I get cold. I turn it on, I get hot. It feels like an urgency. Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I just felt out of the country. I didn't really specifically know the details, but okay, photography and stretching. Did I read that wrong? Sometimes my eyes play tricks on me. Hold on. Oh dear. Page is glitching. Okay. to Asia. Oh, and teaching. Okay, see, I knew it was my eyes glitching out. Okay, will this be successful? Can you show me in the cards? I can't believe tomorrow's Sunday. Weekend not long enough for me. How is everything coming up like this? I don't understand. What is happening? Yes, it will be successful. King of Wands. Stepping into your power, stepping into your calling. Okay. Taking control of your life, being an authority of your life. Four of Swords. There's a caveat though. I'll get to that. Four of Swords. Slowing down. I'll say the central theme is yes, you can do this thing you want to do, but not right now. Okay. It's like Eight of Cups. The answer is yes. The thing you want to do, it will be successful. Eight of Cups is like walking into something new despite uncertainty. Okay. But it's something about your planning or something about holding off to get more clarity, to plan better, to something about holding off to like get clarity to plan better. Or how you approach this, you have to really think about it. Three of Pentacles, another yes. Expansion or growth, security, stability. Maybe it's saying you need to be more stable and more secure before you make that big move. Ten of Pentacles, long-term stability and security. Like your legacy. It's a yes. The answer is yes. Do those things you want to do. But not at this time. Why are they doing that? Death, transformation, transition, change. Another yes. Letting go of things that no longer serve you. You know. The Fool, taking a leap of faith, taking a risk, new beginnings. Okay. But then you have the Hangman here. Green eyes. And the Hangman is about a pause. You know, it's saying absolutely yes, but you need to think more. You need a different perspective or a different approach. You know, You need to have a solid plan. You're welcome. But yeah, you can. You'll be successful. That's your calling, but you gotta pause. Don't be too hasty yet. And performing for many years would bring back some joy. I got back into it, but I don't want to overwhelm myself for hopefully God and others. To start booking. Yeah, why are they doing that? That's some weirdo stuff. Tracking your IPs. Report them. To who? I have no idea, but I feel like they're not supposed to do that. Or get a VPN. Put a VPN somewhere. I don't know. Weirdos. What are they tracking? That you're not working? What is it? You, Kristen, you feel like you lost some things the last time you were fully doing this? You lost something. You were anxious about it. Um, 8 of Cups. Be okay with the uncertainty. Focus on your needs and, continuing to heal is the message I heard. You have the King and Queen of Swords. Mental clarity. So, like, don't, um, like, what happened last time. You don't want to take too much on, so don't. Be very careful on what you say yes to. Like shady stuff, like see through. Maybe there was some, I don't know, shady stuff last time when you took gigs, or don't do too much. It's also saying, like, have a good time, let loose. Don't, you have the 10 of Cups here, the King and Queen of Swords. It could be very serious energy and very, like, less emotional, but you need to, like, put your emotions first. Am I making sense? I know you asked about first steps, but this is what I'm being told. Like you don't want to approach this. You want to have a good time, but something happened last time that yeah. It's saying, put your emotions first in everything, but be discerning. Have like clarity. Don't be decisive in your decision. Be strategic, you know, but also have a good time. Loosen up. You take things too seriously. You take things very seriously here with this. And it's saying approach it a little differently. Approach it trusting yourself more with a more open heart. Don't worry too much. Um, you know. All right, guys, I'm getting tired. Oh, yeah. You know what's good for you, Kristen, and what isn't. Have a good night, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you next Saturday, but probably before then. I still haven't watched K-pop Demon Hunters. Still haven't watched it. I need to watch that. Good night. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Thank you, Kristen. Good night. Bye. Will do, Krusty.